Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of my bicycle blog. As you can see, I'm still cycling away as much as I possibly can. However, that's not going to be true of our good friends the Three Bishops, because magnificently they have finished their coast to coast, finishing on the 9th of July in Bridlington. Absolutely amazing event, amazing achievement, so very well done to them. And over £1,000 and counting is the amount that they've raised. So that is a truly magnificent effort for our Trains Begins with a Bicycle project that we are involved in at the Huddersfield circuit. I hope you're still doing all sorts of things as we are coming into, if you like, the final lap of our project. As you know, we will be finishing on the weekend of the 28th, 29th of August with a big celebration, and I do hope you'll be able to follow the details on our website, Huddersfield Methodists, along with more information and details I'm sure will come up about the Three Bishops bicycle ride. How marvellous that is as well. Of course, I ended up in Bridlington, which for many people is a holiday destination, and I did think to myself, I wonder if we ever got the chance to go abroad more freely, and we got the opportunity to go to the marvellous country of Uganda, where might there be some places to visit whilst we were out there? Well, I thought I'd begin with the marvellous capital city of Kampala and just tell you a few of the interesting places that you can see there. Well, Kampala is the ancestral home of the Uganda Kingdom, and of course obviously Uganda's capital today. And you can still see some of the thatched relics of the former years at the Kasubi tombs. These are the tombs of the Uganda kings, and they constitute a site embracing almost 30 hectares of hillside within Kampala itself. At its core, on the hilltop, is the former palace of the kings of Uganda, and it was built in 1882 and then converted into a royal burial ground in 1884. Now, significantly, there are 4 royal tombs now lie within this complex, within the main building. And this main building is a circular shape and surmounted by a marvellous dome. It's a major example of an architectural achievement in organic materials, because it's principally made of wood and thatch and reed, wattle and daub. However, the site's main significance still lies in its links to the values and beliefs and cultures of the country, and the deep spirituality and identity of the people of Uganda as well. So that will be a very important and interesting place to visit if you're in Kampala. Or you can visit any of the thriving markets that there are around in the city, and beyond those there's also a very impressive mosque called the Gaddafi National Mosque. Yes, there is a link to the Gaddafi of Libya, because he helped arrange and pay for it back many years ago. This is a beautiful, colourful structure and shows a mixture of cultures, of Arab and European and African in its design. It's built on Old Kampala Hill, which is one of Kampala's 7 hills, and it can also be viewed from all corners of the city. If it's a church you're looking for, well, you can go to St Paul's Cathedral in Namurembe, commonly known and referred to these days as Namurembe Cathedral, and that's the oldest cathedral in Uganda. The first church building on the site was constructed in 1890, and it had a capacity to hold 800 people. It was, however, abandoned in 1891 because it was located in a swampy area at the base of a hill, and also a bigger building was needed to accommodate an ever-growing congregation. The current St Paul's Cathedral was conducted between 1915 and 1919 using earthenware bricks and earthen roof tiles. It's still standing today, but does need some repair from time to time, like many of our churches, of course. Now, between 1919 and 1967, Cathedral served as the main cathedral for the Church of Uganda, part of the Anglican Communion, and today it's the headquarters of the Church of Uganda. Moving on from the cathedral, you'll find the Uganda Museum. And if you're very interested in the culture and history of the country, this is a place for you. It was originally started back in 1908, and today it holds more than 100,000 objects of historical and cultural value. A traditional reed door leads to the exhibits on health, knowledge systems, objects of warfare, traditional dressing and other various ceremonial practices in Uganda. There is a marvellous music gallery that shows the many varied instruments from Uganda culture, and the hands-on traditional drums are a highlight of the collection. If you go outside the museum and just behind, there you'll find something called the Cultural Village. And here it depicts the different architectural styles of building and traditional lifestyles in Uganda. And you can go around these buildings and seeing how people lived in the past and in traditional ways, traditional ways of working and traditional arts and crafts. A fascinating place to visit, especially if you enjoy history. And one final thing I want to share with you on a visit to Uganda is the Independence Monument. Obviously, this is a very special and important monument for the people in Uganda, because here we find, standing majestically at a height of 6 metres, this monument situated in the heart of the capital. It was constructed by the former British colonial government just before Uganda celebrated its first independence day on Tuesday, the 9th of October 1962. And the monument depicts a man unwrapping a child and raising the child up to touch the sky. It's truly a marvellous image, and I'll share a photograph of it with you as well on this blog. The sculpture signifies a newborn country set free from colonialisation and bondage. And what a great message to have, that all people should be set free from any form of bondage that they may be in that is restricting them in their dignity and in their freedom. And part of the great hope we have in our project is that we will help some people, or many people in Uganda, with our bicycle project be free from some of the bondages of restrictions placed upon them through distance, because people will be able to use their bicycles to go to school, to get there much easier, to go to workplaces, to get medical treatment and so on. So this is a really very valuable project, and I do encourage you to keep looking at the website on Huddersfield Methodists to get updates of what we're doing and how we're getting on. Don't forget, if you're involved in walking or cycling and sending in the miles, please keep sending them in. Everyone's doing a marvellous job on that as well. Well, I'm going to be cycling away again, a few more miles and kilometres down towards the Ugandan High Commission in London. So I hope you've enjoyed just this brief glimpse at some of the things you can see in Kampala, and if you're going on holiday, getting away from it all, well, I wish you travelling mercies and a marvellous time. Until next time, take care and God bless. Bye for now.